back ever since that first EP came out with dollar.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Mike Evans. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Buccaneers and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. White's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. From the 43, here's a second down and 9. Now the veteran of a handful of teams, it's Chase Edmonds. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Young with a throw caught by Chark. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. The Panthers had 5 and 6 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Young to throw it. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off. And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They start to drive with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk extra yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otten, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Okay, right? Ready?
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Young on first down. Toward the pylon, caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's Mayfield. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, a run from White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
For the Buccaneers field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them bringing up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Final play of the half, Young. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for the first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And this one all tied as they've gone to the intermission. From there, we're off to check out another game. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes there for Desmond Ridder. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Young. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets gets the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A quarterback draw. Here's Young. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Young working out of the gun. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Young now from the 50. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. Nifty move. Fights loose. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Running left, here's Edmonds. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mayfield off the play fake. Well, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Panthers about ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
The offense on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Young eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a good lead. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Young will set to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lenny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready?
Following the interception, Young. His throw incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Throwing, Young. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch and tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Here's second down.
Ready?
Young now. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run here with Hubbard. Able to slither by. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Here now, second and goal. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Mayfield and the Bucs down by a field goal, 30 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Here's Baker. That's caught by Palmer. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mayfield. That's complete to Otten. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Panthers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.